Hey everybody, it's Mike here, the other half of Mike and Angie Diamonds, Team Free in 3. How you doing? It's a little dark right now. I'm just getting home. I normally do these videos early in the morning, but it's a little late at night, and I am rocking the man bun. Okay, I like to prefer to call it the samurai. All right, so put the glasses on because otherwise I can't see the freaking phone. Real quick, you know, there's a lot of great distributors out there, and by the way, Katie Rayner, Double Diamond. Okay, just thought I'd throw that out there. It's pretty awesome. A lot of promotions. I mean, everybody's getting promoted. I mean, it is truly cool. And you know, you need to be excited about that. Doesn't matter if you're getting promoted or not this month or next month or whatever. You need to be genuinely excited about other people getting promoted. The way I look at that is, if you can't get excited for other people getting promoted, well, then nobody's going to get excited about you getting promoted. So you want that for yourself. So be genuinely happy, okay? Kind of goes along with this whole business model about caring for people. Starts with your sidelines, your upline, your downline, and, you know, just care. Real quick, Samantha Treadway and JoJo Carroll, they're on Team Free in 3, and many of you guys know them. You see their posts. And don't get me wrong, we have a lot of rock stars out there. I'm not kidding. People that are working, you know who you are. And but you know, the reason why I bring Sam Treadway up specifically is because I remember when I met her, and I remember walking up to her and asking her about the opportunity. I didn't ask her about her rap. You know, she was doing personal training with one of our trainers, and she, you know, she doesn't need a rap, I guess. I don't know. That wasn't really the point, but I walked up to her and I said, you know what? You need to look at this opportunity. So I just led with the opportunity because I just had a gut instinct that's what I should do. You know, without going into a 15-minute conversation or explaining what happened, she pretty much, one of the first things she said to me was, is not interested. Matter of fact, what she told me was, is, you know, I was kind of hoping you wouldn't even talk to me. So think about that. She was hoping that I wouldn't even say anything to her about it. And because, you know, she knew I was in It Works and everything. There were no secrets there. But as we went along our conversation, however it happened, I still remember all the details. But the point is, one of the things she told me was, is I'm not going to go out and talk to people. You know, my husband and I own a landscaping company, and I don't really care to go out and talk to people to do that. So what I think is profound is that she got in, I think, last November. Wasn't really blitzing people to my knowledge, or she was, but it wasn't productive, or she said she's not going to do it. And the woman now, I can't even comprehend how good she blitzes. Like, I'm not as good as her. I'm not as good going out and getting the information that she does. Not only does she blitz, and JoJo, not only do they blitz, but they carry around these notebooks and they gather all this information. And I'll be dogged if they didn't, you know, sign up a loyal customer on the spot out, you know, blitzing today. It's just asking questions. So why do I bring that up? Because there are so many distributors right now that either, one, you're getting frustrated because you're seeing other people promote and you're thinking to yourself, I'm working, I'm doing everything, and nothing's happening. One of two things. Either one, you really are working, you really are doing the task at hand, and the reason why nothing is happening right now is because the seeds aren't sprouting. Alicia Amayo posted today about, you know, sowing. It's not always about reaping right now, it's about how much are you sowing. If you sow and you continue to sow, you will reap the reward. It's going to happen, but you need to be around for it. And you don't know if it's going to be in a week, a month, 6 months, or a year. You don't know when it's going to be. But if you quit, you're not going to be around to reap the reward. And guess what? Someone in the organization is going to reap that reward. So, one, you're doing the work and it just hasn't happened yet. The harvest has not come. You've got to keep sowing. Sooner or later, the seed's going to fall on good ground. You got to keep sowing. Or two, you think you're doing the work. You think you're actually doing everything you need to, but instead, as I tell people, you're just shuffling papers. You're not doing income generating activities. You're not actually speaking to people. You're not actually messaging people. You're not actually asking people to buy. You're not asking people to get in the business. You're not actually pulling the trigger, as we say, okay? So you think you're doing the work, or you talk to one person a week. One person. And you tell me after a month or two that, well, I've been talking to people. I'm like, how many? Well, 4. folks. If it takes 10 to 15 people to find one good prospect to get in the business, you got to do a lot more talking. And talking's not hard. Hell, I do it all the time. I should be rich based on how much I talk, you know? I mean, if I got paid for every syllable, I'd be rolling in it, okay? So you got to do the work. Folks, the good news is the work is not hard, and you know this. You know this. These people that are getting promoted that you're looking at, these awesome people, all of them except one, but I'm not going to tell you who. That's a joke. All these people that are getting promoted, let's use Katie, for example. Katie just promoted to Double Diamond. I've had the privilege, Angie and I have had the privilege of meeting Katie, and, you know, she's just an awesome person. I mean, really, she really is. So don't let this go to your head, Katie. But here's what I want to say, and hopefully everybody will understand this when I say it. Katie's no different than anybody right now. You know, she's no different. She's been doing the business the same way all of us have. You got to go out and talk to people. You got to use social media. You got to spread the word. You got to ask people to buy. You got to ask people to get in. And it happens. You know, I can look upline, sideline, everybody. They're all the same. You know, Joel and Stephanie Dunn. Well, I get it. Wait, they started at the top, right? They started as ambassadors, soon to go Black Diamond. That's how they started. It was just, you know, it was easy for them, right? No, it wasn't. It's not easy for anybody. Look, it's not hard. It's just not easy. You know what's not easy? What's not easy is just putting up with what's between your points right here. Putting up with your mindset, your impatience. You think, well, I've been doing this for a month, 6 months, a year, and nothing's happening. So what do? You go jump into some other multi-level marketing company, or you just quit altogether thinking that it's going to be different. But it's not. I got bad news for you, folks. If you can't grow It Works, you can't grow any network marketing company. Because guess what you got to do when you get another network marketing company? You got to tell them about the product. You got to ask them to buy. You got to ask them to get in. It's all the same thing. It's all the same thing. The grass is not greener on the other side. It's just more grass. One last point. The buy one, get one, the BOGO. Holy crap. That was just unbelievable. Angie and I were sitting down and we're looking at activity in the organization. And here's the conclusion we came to. So you have a distributor, and I'm not saying one in particular, I'm just making up a few numbers here, but it's pretty close. So you have a distributor in your team, on your organization that's in the business, and maybe it's you we're talking about. And, you know, for a month or 2 months or 5 months or 6 months or how long you've been in this business, and you might sign up 1 or 2 people, 1 or 2 loyal customers a month. Okay? And then all of a sudden, BOGO happens. And I'll be darned if you don't go out and sign up 4, 5, 8, 6 people in 2 days. 2 days. And you can sit there and say, well, it's because it was the special. It was the buy one, get one. That's what makes everybody buy. Well, a special is a good thing. People do like it to get a good deal. But folks, that isn't it. The fact of the matter is, the activity and the action that you took to get people to buy the buy one, get one is no different than the activity and the action that you need to take every single day. We have a whole plethora, and I like that word, a plethora of products. Folks, come on. Just tell people about them. They're going to buy the wrap. They're going to buy the defining gel. They're going to buy the greens. They're going to buy, good grief, everything we have, core nutrition, you name it. We got a lot of good products. You're just not asking people because you're not excited about it. As excited as you were about the BOGO, get that excited about everything, every day, all the time. If you can get 5 LCs in 2 days, if you can get 5 LCs in 2 days because of a buy one, get one, I got news for you. You can get 4 LCs a month, every single month, month in and month out on our regular pricing, which is great. Let's see, 4 LCs a month. Oh yeah, that's part of the steps to success. Steps to what? Success. All right. 3 distributors. You can do it. All right. No big deal. 3 distributors, 4 LCs. That should be your goal every month. Just do the activity. Do the work. I don't know what you're waiting on. I don't know what you're waiting on. Don't get discouraged when it doesn't happen in your time. You keep doing the work. You keep doing the prospecting. You keep asking people to get in. You keep talking about the business. You keep signing up loyal customers. You keep using the product. Everyone needs to auto ship. I'm going to say that one more time. Everyone needs to auto ship. It's called overhead, folks. Be a product of the product. Use the products. You want to be a believer, a bigger believer, use the products. Use them. All right? Enough said about that. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I don't know how long I'm going to go with the whole samurai look here, but you know what? I can do what I want to. I work for me. I work for my wife. I work for me. Get that? I run my own business. We have an It Works distributorship and we have our gym. Now, granted, I own a job, but the bottom line is it's freedom still, and we do what we want to do. Don't you want to be there? Isn't that what you want to do? You can do it. We're making good money with It Works, folks. Angie and I are not playing around here. This is the real deal. So get excited, get fired up, get a man bun, and we'll see you all at the top and on the beach. Boom!